Welcome back to our channel.
Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young girl, Emma. Emma loved to learn new things, especially English. She often dreamed of visiting London, a city full of history and exciting places. One sunny morning, her dream came true. Her parents surprised her with a trip to London. Emma was thrilled as they boarded the plane. The flight was long, but Emma used the time to practice her English by talking to the flight attendants. "Could I have some water, please?" she asked politely. The flight attendant smiled and gave her a bottle of water. When they arrived in London, the first thing Emma noticed was the famous red double-decker buses. She pointed excitedly. "Look, Mom, those are the buses I've seen in my English books." Her mother nodded, happy to see her daughter so excited. They took a taxi to their hotel. Emma's father spoke to the driver. "We are going to the Royal Hotel, please." The driver nodded and started driving through the busy streets of London. Emma looked out the window, fascinated by the tall buildings and the people walking quickly, each in their own world. The next day, they visited the British Museum. Emma was amazed at the vast collection of artifacts. She read the information plaques next to each exhibit, improving her vocabulary. "Mom, did you know that this mummy is over 3,000 years old?" she said, her eyes wide with wonder. Later, they took a cruise on the River Thames. The guide on the boat spoke clearly, giving lots of interesting facts about the city. Emma listened carefully, repeating some of the sentences quietly to herself to practice. "The Tower of London was built in 1066, she whispered, committing the information to memory. They walked through beautiful parks and visited famous landmarks like Big Ben and Buckingham Palace. Emma practiced her English by reading every sign she saw and asking questions. "What time is the changing of the guard?" she asked a friendly policeman. "It starts at 11 a.m., he replied with a smile. One afternoon, they went to a street market. Emma saw a stall selling fresh strawberries. She decided to buy some. "How much are these strawberries?" she asked the vendor. "They are £2 for a small box," the vendor replied. Emma handed over the money and thanked him. In the evenings, Emma and her family would sit in a cozy cafe. Emma would practice speaking English with the waiters and waitresses. "Can I have a hot chocolate, please?" she would ask. She felt more confident with each interaction. On their last day, they visited a small theatre to watch a play. Emma enjoyed the story and was proud that she understood most of the dialogue. She even clapped the loudest at the end, enjoying the feeling of being in a real English-speaking environment. As they prepared to leave London, Emma felt a mix of happiness and sadness. She had learned so much and improved her English greatly. "I will miss this city," she said to her parents. "But I promise to keep practicing English every day." Emma returned to her village with many stories to tell her friends. She continued to read English books, watch English movies, and speak English whenever she could. Her trip to London had given her the confidence and motivation to keep learning. She knew that one day, she would return to explore even more of the wonderful city. A few months later, Emma's school organized a storytelling competition. Emma was excited and decided to participate. She chose to tell the story of her trip to London. She practiced every day, making sure her pronunciation was clear and her sentences were well structured. On the day of the competition, Emma stood on the stage, facing her classmates and teachers. She took a deep breath and began her story. "Hello everyone, my name is Emma. Today, I want to tell you about my amazing trip to London. Double quotes. She spoke confidently, using the vocabulary and phrases she had learned during her trip. The audience was captivated by her story. They could feel her excitement and see the city through her eyes. When she finished, the room erupted in applause. Emma was thrilled when she was announced as the winner. Her friends congratulated her, and her teachers praised her for her excellent English. Emma's trip to London had not only improved her language skills, but also boosted her confidence. She realized that learning English could open doors to new experiences and opportunities. She continued to work hard, setting new goals for herself. Emma's story spread through the village, inspiring other children to learn English. They would often gather at her house, listening to her stories and practicing together. Emma became a role model, showing that with determination and practice, anyone could learn a new language and achieve their dreams. Years passed, and Emma grew up to become an English teacher. She traveled to different countries, sharing her love for the language and helping others learn. She always remembered her first trip to London and how it changed her life. Emma's journey was a testament to the power of learning and the importance of never giving up. Her story encouraged many to pursue their dreams and embrace new challenges. And so, Emma continued to inspire, teach, and learn, making a difference in the world, one student at a time. Emma's journey was a testament to the power of learning and the importance of never giving up. Her story encouraged many to pursue their dreams and embrace new challenges. And so, Emma continued to inspire, teach, and learn, making a difference in the world, one student at a time. One day, Emma received an invitation to attend an international conference on language education in Paris. Excited by the opportunity, she packed her bags and headed to the City of Light. As she walked through the charming streets of Paris, she couldn't help but compare it to her beloved London. Each city had its own unique charm and vibrancy. The conference was held in a grand old building near the Eiffel Tower. Emma was scheduled to give a presentation about her experiences teaching English and the innovative methods she used to engage her students. As she stood in front of the international audience, she felt a familiar mix of nerves and excitement. Good morning, everyone. My name is Emma, and I'm here to share my journey of learning and teaching English. It all began with a dream and a trip to London. She recounted her experiences with heartfelt enthusiasm, describing how she used storytelling to make learning English fun and interactive for her students. She explained her methods, such as using real-life scenarios and incorporating cultural elements to make lessons more relatable. The audience listened attentively, and Emma could see their interest growing with each word. After her presentation, many attendees approached Emma to commend her on her inspiring talk. Some were fellow teachers seeking advice, while others were students who felt motivated to improve their own language skills. Emma felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that her story had touched so many lives. In the following days, Emma explored Paris, visiting iconic landmarks like Notre Dame Cathedral, the Louvre Museum, and Montmartre. She practiced her French with locals, enjoying every opportunity to immerse herself in the language and culture. One evening, while sitting in a quaint cafe, she struck up a conversation with a French woman named Claire. "Your French is very good," Claire said, smiling. "Are you here for a long time?" "Thank you. I'm here for a conference, but I'm staying a few more days to explore," Emma replied. They chatted for hours, exchanging stories and learning about each other's cultures. Emma learned about Claire's passion for baking, and Claire was fascinated by Emma's teaching experiences. Before parting ways, Claire invited Emma to her bakery the next morning. "I would love to show you how to make some traditional French pastries," she said. Emma gladly accepted the invitation, excited to learn something new. The next morning, Emma arrived at Claire's bakery, eager to start. Claire taught her how to make croissants, eclairs, and macarons. They laughed and bonded over the shared experience. Emma realized that, much like learning a language, baking required patience, practice, and a willingness to make mistakes and learn from them. Emma's time in Paris was coming to an end, but she felt enriched by the experiences and friendships she had made. As she boarded her flight back home, she thought about how each new place she visited added to her understanding of the world and her ability to teach with empathy and creativity. Back in her village, Emma continued to share her stories and knowledge with her students. She encouraged them to embrace new challenges and to see learning as a lifelong journey. She often spoke about her trips to London and Paris, using them as examples of how language and culture are intertwined. Emma's classroom was filled with pictures and souvenirs from her travels. Each item had a story, and each story was a lesson. Her students were inspired by her adventures and motivated to create their own. They began to see English just as a subject to study, but as a tool to explore the world and connect with others. Emma's legacy grew as her students achieved their own dreams, many of them traveling abroad, pursuing higher education, and becoming fluent English speakers. They often wrote back to her, sharing their successes and thanking her for the impact she had on their lives. Years later, Emma retired, but remained active in her community. She started a local language exchange program, where people from different backgrounds could come together to learn and teach each other. The program thrived, bringing people closer and fostering a spirit of unity and understanding. Emma's journey from a curious village girl to a world-traveling English teacher was a testament to the power of perseverance, curiosity, and the love of learning. She had shown that with an open heart and a determined spirit, anyone could achieve their dreams and make a positive impact on the world. And so, Emma's story continued to inspire, proving that learning is a never-ending adventure filled with endless possibilities and boundless opportunities.